All right, so behind me is my 2023 Kawasaki ZX4RR. Basically brand new. This bike has 500 miles on it. And yesterday we were out riding and randomly it just decided, you know what? I'm not gonna start. All right, go. Nope. So the symptoms we were getting is we heard the motor spinning, but that was it. We didn't get anything else. We just heard the motor spin, and we were so confused. We're like, what is going on? We tried tapping the motor in case like the starter actuator or whatever. I'm not a mechanical genius, but we tried tapping in case something was just stuck. Didn't do anything, so we ended up bump starting it and riding it home. Thankfully, we could get it bump started, so we didn't have to tow it or anything, but we got here, we did a bunch of checks yesterday. We found out the starter solenoid was good, the battery voltage was good. We jump started, we did everything, charged the battery. It wasn't low voltage. Something was going on and we couldn't figure out what. So what we did is we took the starter cover off, we took the starter off, and we just think we found out the issue. So basically, we took this thing apart and our flywheel is finger tight. So what was happening is this entire thing was slid forward, not engaging our starter with this third gear right here. That goes right there. So the gears weren't aligning basically, it was just spinning freely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it back together and make sure it starts. I'm assuming that'd be the issue. I just don't understand why a brand new bike with only 500 miles on, its flywheel is completely loose. Like that should never happen with a brand new bike. I don't know what is going on with Kawasaki recently between the ZX6 recalls. We got a freaking loose flywheel bolt on a brand new bike. Not to mention the Ninja 500 I had also had clutch issues. So I'm just a little frustrated with Kawasaki right now, but we're gonna put everything back together, see if that fixed our issue, and we'll be back. All right, so we just got everything back together, tightened up all the bolts, got the starter cover back in. So it's time for the moment of truth. Does this thing start? Did we fix the issue or did we just completely destroy this bike? Because the issue with this bike is US restrictions limits it to about, I think it's 50 horsepower when this bike is supposed to make 70. In other countries it makes 70, but because of US emissions, it's restricted. So in order to get the actual fun out of this bike, make it make high power up in the higher RPMs, you gotta get it tuned, which voids your warranty. So this bike is the warranty basically means nothing in the US here because everybody that gets a ZX4R is gonna tune it. So I'm kind of in a bad spot because if this doesn't work, I gotta figure it out. If something goes wrong in the engine, I gotta figure it out. So we're gonna go ahead and start it and see what happens. All right, still got all our flash. Sounds good to me. I still got a million lights flashing. Try again. I think that's it. We got an engine light, power, KTR, KQS. So I don't know what those lights are, but it starts up fine. I'm not hearing any weird noises or anything like that. The bike seems to be running and shifting fine, which means hopefully our flywheel is nice and tight and we didn't over torque it because torque specs were basically impossible to find. But yeah, guys, I think we fixed the issue. I think this bike is good to go. I have a love-hate relationship with Kawasaki now because brand new bike, only manufacturer that makes it inline 400 in the US. So I absolutely love this bike. I love everything about it, minus why the frick is my flywheel loosening? I don't get that. So from now on, we're just gonna keep an eye on it. If it randomly decides not to start, we'll deal with it then, but I think we got everything good to go. So all right, so that apparently fixed the issue, which is great. The only thing is I do have some engine lights going on, which I don't know if those will disappear over time. We'll find out, but and hopefully we don't have any more issues with it because that was so stupid getting stranded on a brand new bike that only has 500 miles. But other than that, that's all we have for today.